It's been years since Riri Williams, Ironheart herself, first appeared in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And when we saw the trailer and then ultimately when we saw the movie, some of the horrible CGI, the awful suit, the terrible way that it looked, and the fact that the character is just so damn cringe, it rightfully got mocked. And the reason Riri Williams and the character of Ironheart got mocked is because this is a character that for over a decade now has basically been rejected by the Marvel audience in the comic books. This is a character who was created as a replacement for Tony Stark's Iron Man, who, just so happens to be smarter than him and steals his tech and all of these things. It was propped up just like so many of these other woke replacements for OG characters that Marvel tried to do. And just like all those other characters, it failed in the comics, but Kevin Feige really desperately wanted to bring it to the big screen. Well, the Ironheart show is still a thing, even though it was filmed in 2022 and had to do reshoots in 2024. They're still planning on releasing this thing, which in all likelihood is going to be a gigantic pile of shit. But they just recently released some promo shots for this. And I tell you, it went over great. Discussing film. You look at Ironheart, premiering June 24th on Disney+. Now, if they were smart, they would just drop this entire piece of shit like they did for Echo. I don't know if it's going to be a week to week. I don't know if they're going to dump it all or not. But could you put out something less inspiring than this? There you go, guys. This is our new Iron Man. How you like that? And yes, of course, Riri Williams is a character from the comics, is a little black girl in the comics, is an annoying piece of shit in the comics. That's why no one buys her shit. That's why no one wants it. That's why they bring Tony Stark back. That's why they do all these things. But my God, what an uninspired first look at this. And we also got some details about the movie. Here's another little look we got. Again, face on, face off. New look at Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams in the Disney Plus Ironheart series. But get this, guys. If this wasn't enough to convince you, this is going to be fucking awesome. How about the way it's described by Disney? This series is described as gang members turned activists in Chicago. Marvel's Ironheart expected to premiere Disney Plus June 24th. This is going to be a nightmare for Marvel. The character's cringe. Nobody liked the character in the comics. They didn't want her in the fucking MCU, but they brought her in anyway. They thought it was all going to work out. This is during their big DEI push. Of course, she made her appearance in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Not because there's any reason for her to, but they felt that might work for her introduction. And you can see, discussing film, these cocksucking losers have me blocked because they're pieces of shit and they're pussies. But they had to lock all of the replies down. They had to lock all of the replies down just because people were mocking it and laughing at it. Because you have one chance to make a first impression, and this is what they decided to go with. Now, a lot of people have spun it into things like this. We don't like it when it's forced, so we just want original black characters brigade are now bitching about an original black character. To call Riri Williams an original black character is laughable, right? Because, yes, Riri Williams does exist in the comics, but she was created effectively as a little girl black replacement for Tony Stark, for Iron Man. And people despised her in the comic books. So I saw Kato with this reply: a derivative character with barely a decade of comics that are bad and don't sell getting a TV show is in fact not what we want, right? This is going to be a fucking nightmare. But that's what Marvel's used to. Everything they've done, everything they put up, with the exception of these standalone things that rely on things that have nothing to do with the MCU, like, I don't know, Deadpool and Wolverine and all the Fox universe characters. And even to a point, Spider-Man No Way Home, with the poll that they got from the Sony Spider-Man universe. Everything else Marvel does is just fucking a nightmare. Captain America: Brave New World, Daredevil with lower views than Agatha all along. Who would have seen that coming? And the hits keep coming, but not in a good way. Marvel's down on the ground getting pummeled right now. And stand by for June, and we get Ironheart. Finally. What a joke.